Here's the problem. I'm starting to think the haters are right. Maybe electric bikes are boring. They're so quiet my neighbors never complain. No one wants to race me because they know they'll lose. I haven't had to do maintenance in months. And I can't go for a single ride without being accosted by women. Ladies, please, I'm taken. Give me some space.
To gas. Out comes the battery, and I'm unplugging everything so that I can loosen up the controller, undo the phase wires to the motor and the battery leads. The controller can come off and we can head to the motor. We've now removed the motor, battery, and controller. This is the entire powertrain of the E-Ride Pro. I'm stripping everything I can. We're gonna need as much space as possible for this 65 motor. Even though it's a 65, it's a two-stroke. This bike is about to have the power of a 125 four-stroke. Project would not have been possible without the amazing work at Chronic Racing. They're a family-owned shop and they'll work on any bike, including your Surron, which is super rare. So shout out to Chronic Racing. This is the KX65 before we touched it. Taking off the radiator, front wheel, and front forks. This whole process, I'm realizing how similar these bikes are to the Surron. It's all the same. Whoop, we're cutting the rear frame off. And just when the E-Ride Pro thought it was safe, we kept cutting, taking off a big chunk of the E-Ride Pro frame to make way for this massive two-stroke motor. The plan is to keep the motor on the factory Kawasaki frame and just cut the frame so that we can mount the frame to the bike as opposed to figuring out how to mount the motor to the bike. And through a combination of grinding, drilling, and welding, Pete at Chronic Racing was able to custom fabricate a tank holder, exhaust mount, motor mount, and retrofit the Kawasaki frame so that it can bolt directly onto the E-Ride Pro and thrown on the mini sprock. Removing the stock primary belt pulley and replacing it with the chain sprocket that comes in the Grit Shift primary chain kit. Now we can connect directly to the gas motor. The rear wheel's coming back out with the mini sprock. That way we can directly bolt the motor. Here Pete's throwing in the one long bolt at the bottom, and then we've got the three at the top. This is where we mount the ignition box and the ignition coil. I have no idea what I'm talking. Radiator that custom bolts right to our extensions. That looks like a fucking AC unit. Finishing up with the primary chain, the secondary chain, and tensioning them.
Yeah.